So there's a lot of different things that you can do before you go out.
This is the most important part.
It really is. You may not think about it, but let's think about it. Let's think about it. Okay. And this, of course, this comes to me, a detailed plan for you and your family. Because usually when you're traveling, you got your family with you, right? It's very rare that I'm traveling by myself, but you could be traveling by yourself.
Nobody has that luxury.
No, but it could be a work trip or something like that. There's a lot of things. True. But so detailed plan for you or you and your family or you and the group that you're with. Do your homework before you go.
Yeah.
This is the best time to do it before you leave. How far away from home are you going to be? And maybe it's not how far away from home. Maybe it's, when I'm in this city, how far away from my hotel am I going? And you know what I mean? Those types of things. Is the destination a major urban center or is it more rural? You know what I mean? Know those things. You going to LA or you going to Iowa?
True.
Figure it out.
True.
Know what it is before you go. How am I going to get there? What are the routes I'm taking? What restrictions, if any, are there on what I carry and how I dress? Because, there are different carry laws in different states that you need to think about. Even with knives, you have to think about that. So,
super weird.
Yes. What is the best and safest routes? How long is it going to take? It actually probably even wouldn't be a bad idea to do a travel emergency plan.
I think it is a good idea.
Right?
Even when we go to parks, as simple as writing the phone numbers.
Yeah.
My phone number on my kid's arm.
Yeah.
So if they get
your
lost,
wife's arm.
They're not going to lose their arm. Hopefully.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
No. But you do it on your wife too, right? You put your number on your wife, right?
Yeah, write it on the forehead. This wife's mine.
Taken.
We are in Utah. This wife's mine.
This wife's mine. Go get your own. Wives.
Wife number one. I just put number one on there.
Number one. It's like never mind. There's too many jokes. Make sure you understand the route you're taking to get there, and then what the alternate routes might be.
Yeah.
If you're driving, obviously, if you're flying, the alternate routes aren't going to do you much good. You're going, hey,
Captain,
let's take a left at this mountaintop.
You're sure you're going to go over that? I know that you're quicker route around.
Yeah. But know some alternate routes just in case.
Could you please sit down, sir?
Please, no more suggestions on the route to Tennessee. We know how to get there.
I've been that way as an alien warp over there. You don't want to go that way.
Exactly. Make sure you know the area that you are staying in, how to return from excursions to your hotel or a safe place, right?
Yeah.
And this becomes even more important if you are out of the country, and we're going to talk about that here in just a second. But
even like when you go on a cruise, if you go down to Mexico, you don't have to have you don't have to have a freaking passport.
Yeah.
And then you go on those little excursions to go see.
I'm always so freaked out.
And they just kill you and throw you in it.
I know. Those always kind of creep me out. I'm like, what if I don't get back in time?
I've been terrified.
And you jump in this bus that's like 100 years old with a little Mexican running it, and
there's like 14,000 other people
in it. He can take me anywhere.
Yeah.
What do I tell him? No, senor. Like, he doesn't care, right? He can do anything he wants at this point.
Yeah.
So it is kind of creepy.
It is creepy.
It's super creepy. So just understand.
The cruises are always a little bit creepier in mind because you're just like, well, if you miss your boat,
you missed the boat.
Where are you going?
Yeah, you missed the boat. You're staying there.
Guess I didn't put cruise protection on here.
No, you didn't.
Dang
Can't believe. Are they even doing cruises right now?
I don't know. I was wondering that because I want to go on one.
Do you?
Maybe.
COVID cruise. And then also, like, where could you meet if you get separated, or if there's an emergency, where could you go?
Yeah.
Where you're staying. Because if you're staying at a hotel for, 5 days or so, you should understand that. Is there a safe place in the hotel? Is there a safe place outside of the hotel if it's suddenly on fire or something like that, right? So it takes 10 minutes to figure that out.
Right.
So just do it.
It's surprising how many people don't do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They don't even plan ahead and they're like, what city we going to again?
Yeah, where are we?
On the plane.
We're going on vacation. Yeah.
I forgot to tell work.
Whoops. Oh, but don't get fired again. If you're heading outside of the country, there's a few things that you can do to make yourself a little bit safer. And some preppers may not want to do this because it involves our government, but I think it's probably a good idea. If you're heading outside the country, you can easily Google or go to travel.state.gov. You can Google U.S. State Department travel advisory for the country that you're going to, and it can give you On this page, it's going to give you your destination, and it's going to rank it from 1 to 4 on how dangerous it is right now. So if it's really dangerous, you may want to think about going to somewhere else. Right.
And I think you can find that information on for like you can go to the embassy's website of that country too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And that's another thing you got to think about. You need to know
you put that in there.
Where is the embassy?
That's good lead in.
It sure is. Yeah. So you need to think about that. So there's also a program called STEP, Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. Basically, travelers are encouraged by the State Department to register their destination and local contact information. In the event of a sudden crisis, the local embassy will contact you with warnings and instructions for getting out safely.
No joke.
For sure.
I had no idea that existed.
Yeah.
I don't go out of the country much.
Yeah, I don't either. But if you are,
that's freaking cool.
It's probably not a bad idea to do something like that. So if something happens in that country, they're going to contact you individually and let you know what you need to do.
Yeah.
Because you get into a foreign country, geez, man, it feels like you're in a foreign country. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You think confusing?
Yeah, it's not
Try
great.
being a foreigner.
Yeah.
Super confusing.
Also, like Cam was saying, if you are abroad, and map out the route. If you're abroad, know and map out the route to the embassy. You just need to know how to get there from all the places that you're going to be, right? Keep up on the local news or set up news alerts for that area. You know, that's obviously very important if you're in a different country, but even if you're just in a different area, you know, get those things. If you're traveling to a different destination in the States, and I'm going to set this up, I'm going to Hawaii next month. I'm going to set up Hawaii. I'm going to set up my Red Cross emergency app.
Location there.
Yeah, yep. My Red Cross emergency app with alerts for that area because you can just update it anytime you want. So now I'm going to get alerts for the area I'm in just in case there's a volcano of some sort
or a ballistic missile,
tsunami maybe.
Watch out for the ballistic missile.
Ballistic missiles.
If it just ignore it.
Yeah.
It's not a real ballistic missile.
Yeah.
Missile.
I'd
go bury a cache there too. You never know.
Yeah, I want to bury some cash.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
A cache.
You
never know.
Isn't it just lava? I guess I could bury it on the beach. I don't know.
You dig 1 inch and lava starts coming up. Well, dang it.
Crap.
Kids, don't dig down in there.
Yeah,
you're going to have lava in your face.
Burn your face off.
Fingers are going to burn off.
Research and have several forms of currency and ways to pay for things just in case. Cash, have American cash, you know, the dollar. If you're going over to Mexico, have them pesos.
Yeah.
You know, credit cards, Bitcoin, I don't know, eggs, whatever you got to get. You can barter some eggs for something.
These are American.
100% grade A American rooster.
This is motherland.
Not rooster.
Egg.
Yeah, exactly.
You Islanders don't know what this is.
You guys don't know about this stuff. The time of travel.
Avoid COVID.
Fry that up. Avoid dark or overly busy places if you can. Obviously, travel in the daylight when possible because it's easier to see. Bad guys can't hide in the corner and jump out and scare you. So think about that. Go with the flow. Try your best to stay gray, man. Don't be that person with 4 fanny packs on and your binoculars around your neck and a stupid looking hat.
Yeah, if you look completely out of place, you're a target.
Yeah.
And then if you blend in too much, you're a target. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, find that sweet spot right in the middle.
Yeah.
Crowded transportation hubs are a risk. And we're going to talk about this a
little bit more. People are mugging other people. You mug people.
Exactly.
Make a look at your party.
Exactly. So you get to those places, there's going to be pickpockets or, similar events, muggings, rapes.
I just walk around with a gun to my wife's back.
I do that same thing.
Let's go this way.
Yeah. Let's go
People
this way.
never mess with you.
They don't.
They clear out.
Yeah. Because you get to those really crowded places and that's when all sorts of things can happen, right? I mean, like I said, muggings, rapes.
Yeah.
Identity theft, I don't know, blackmail, jaywalking, racketeering, maybe bribery.
Yeah.
Cyberbullying.
Yeah. Gambling.
Indecent exposure. A lot of things happen. So you got to be careful.